I like your lighting, Jimmy. Good.
Yeah, it gets a little blue here sometimes, but oh well.
That's just the mood.
Yeah, well, different cameras. So I got the other camera that it does that, and then now it's almost too warm. So,
We are live, Jimmy.
all right. Well, welcome to SongNet, everybody. This is Jimmy, and we have a really great guest speaker tonight. A lot of you guys know that when recordings happen, there's a lot of people behind the scenes, and a lot of times those people behind the scenes don't get credited, or they get like a little tiny credit on an album and stuff, so you never know who they are. Um, and that's okay because, again, the artists are the most important part of the record to the consumers anyway. But the reality is that without people behind the desk, without the people that are doing the proper recording and mixing, you have no idea what things really are about. And there's a whole lot of stories and everything behind that too. But nonetheless, tonight we've got Rick Holbrook. Rick is one of those guys who's been in the industry for a long time, and he's done a lot of different things for a lot of people. And I was excited to meet him at one of the events that I go to on a regular basis. And so, Rick, why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff? How you got there?
Well, hi everyone. I'm Rick Holbrook, recording engineer, producer, a little bit of a songwriter. And obviously I'm not knowing how to turn off the sounds in the back of my computer. So that's great. Um, but produced a few albums, built a recording studio out of high school way back in the day. We did demos, jingles, TV commercials. Then I did a bunch of independent engineering around Los Angeles and uh, worked with a few artists here or there for a few years now, Jimmy. That's why those those lunches are pretty fun to meet up with people that you haven't seen for many, many years and hang out and talk story. It's pretty fun.
And you also produce stuff too. You have the Christmas thing that you do every year.
Yeah, that was a little Christmas caroling parade that we did for about 34 years. And it was like a miniature um, parade, with floats, custom music. We had about 2.5 hours of music on it, and we produced it in the studio. We had about 100 people working on it. It was a wonderful opportunity to go out and do great work on basically one night out of the year, Christmas Eve. It was really cool.
It takes a lot of coordination and planning and a bunch of other stuff too. So it's amazing you're able to even get that done. So I'm quite blown away that you were able to get that done. And also, you've worked with a few people. I mean, I don't really like to have people name drop, but because you really haven't been out there, I mean, your name isn't out there. Can you drop a few names who you've worked with?
Uh, well, sure. What really got me going was around, oh gosh, around Chicago 17. I wanted to meet the production team that was creating this wonderful music. So I met David Foster and Umberto Gatica and hooked up with David for a couple of years, where I worked with a bunch of artists and learned how to record vocals, how to produce songs. We went around, Canada, United States. Um, it was pretty cool. Umberto taught me a lot of things in the recording studio, um, and a lot about vocals and that and songs. So through that, I was introduced to Peter Cetera from Chicago and worked with Peter for about 10 years on solo records. And we did quite a bit of music. He also produced Agneta Falskog from ABBA, and we did that one album with Agneta. Um, and through the years, various musicians and singers throughout
You got any, just one good quick story you can tell about any of these events or what you did?
Oh gosh. Probably the coolest thing was I was just thrown in the deep end one night with David, and he said, "We're going to record a female vocal. Go there, set up the mic. It's going to put the tape on, align the machine, get it ready." And lo and behold, Olivia Newton-John comes walking in, and we recorded a duet, and that was probably the coolest thing.
Yeah, that's a good way to get started in a career, definitely.
You're not kidding.
Okay, so the way that we usually do this is we go ahead and select people's stuff that they sent in. We have about 8 people, I guess, that sent something in to listen to. They're not all here yet, I guess, but we'll get to listen to most of them anyway. And then, of course, you can always just kind of let us know, wave or do something to let us know when you've heard enough. Usually, verse chorus is good enough, but if you want to hear the whole thing, because we have a pretty light crowd tonight, you can listen to the whole thing if you want. So if anybody has any questions before we start, ask them now. Otherwise, just ask questions along the way. Okay. Then Steve, who we got first?
Who do we have first, Steven?
You're still muted, Steve. There you go.
Emmanuel Lawrence, and this is called, what is it, Brand New Day. And after that, we'll have Sean, because both of these guys are East, and so we'll get them up first. So let me share my screen, and so you can hear, and then we will play.
Yesterday is over, yesterday is through, yesterday is done, now it's in your rear view. Now you got a nice clean slate, fresh with no mistakes. You got a shiny new horizon, golden day arising. Because it's a get going, wake up, rise and say, welcome, 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 brand new day, brand new day, brand new day. You can get through the morning, get through the afternoon, you can get through the evening, lit by the light of the moon, and nothing is too hard, and nothing is too tough, and nothing's gonna stop you. You'll decide when you're done enough. Because it's a sweet morning, you wanna get up, get going, wake up, rise and say, welcome, 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 brand new day, brand new day, brand new day. The future full of promise, full of positivity. The future sometimes cloudy, not always what it seems. But you lean on life's hopes, and you lean on life's dreams, and you lean on this new day and its possibility. Because it's a brand new, brand new, brand new, brand
Hey,
Thank you.
great. Emmanuel, right?
Yes, yes.
A little bit of work went into that one. I can tell. Great.
Uh,
Tell me
I
about it.
pre
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the song and what motivated you to write it and what.
what well first it's supposed to be a positive anthemic kind of song that I'm pointing at the film and TV market,
Yeah.
and I've had probably two or three iterations of the song from a rough track, from a scratch track all the way up to now what I think is the final production piece. And um, SongNet and Jimmy and crew were very helpful with giving feedback on the song and pointing me in the right direction to make it
Right.
better.
Right.
I had it reviewed by another industry person who said make it bigger. So
Mhm.
I made it bigger, and that's what you hear in the chorus.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of horns at the end, little happiness coming through, and definitely tell that it's a brand new day, and that's what's important in the lyric
Thank you.
and the production's great. And is that who's singing? Is that you?
That's me.
That's great. It's very cool. Well, I would say that the structure on the tune is great. The verse, the chorus. I like structure, obviously, and uh, it seems like it's pointing in the right direction. Um,
Thanks.
I think that in 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 singing the vocal, if I might give a little advice, it in lyrically, in singing every word, sometimes it's kind of difficult to sing it, and sometimes it's easier to maybe even throw away ahead of time, or just um, well, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself as far as in a song demo mode where we would re-record some of the songs, but um, I think the vocal is great, and it does the job. It's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. And like I said before, hopefully it'll get some traction in the film and TV marketplace.
Yeah, because you can definitely see the some sort of a scene opening up, and beginning of a montage. Pretty
Well,
cool.
not to get political, but if things do change, that could be a great song. But anyway,
That is true.
Wow, Jimmy.
yeah, I know. But anyway, I don't know
But
about
it
you
is a
guys.
brand new day.
Yeah, every day is a brand new day. One of the things I was saying, I don't know about you guys, but in my speakers, it didn't have a lot of bottom. What do you think, Rick? Did you hear enough bottom?
Um, yeah, my speakers don't necessarily. Well, yeah, you can probably bring up a little bit of the bass drum and the bass a little bit, but no, overall it was a pretty good mix for us presenting in crafting a song and presenting the song itself. I think it's really good. Um, I think it could use someone to mix it, if it was you had the opportunity to get someone to take it and mix it. That might take care of some of the bass, Jimmy, as far as.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, well, thanks for listening and thanks for the feedback.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks for having me. It's really cool.
Thanks.
Okay, next up we have Sham Sundra, and this is a song called Cages. Sham, you want to say what the song's about, that kind of thing?
Still muted, Sham. Sham, you there? There you go.
I'm here. I'm having trouble unmuting. Sorry. Yeah, it's a love song, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Sean.
get on with it. Let's see.
I live my life misguided. I couldn't get enough speed. Always up again and down again. I felt everything one-sided. I couldn't bear to be seen. So I would pretend until the end.
Why does it sound like that?
These days everything's always moving so fast.
The original sound's on your computer, right?
To just last, to outlast, to outlast.
Mine is,
Yeah,
Okay.
hold fast. I feel too
Yeah, it's skipping around really bad out here.
the emptiness exciting. Never been, never been, never been, never been this high. I feel my cage is breaking. Feel your love is overtaking me. Never been, never been, never been, never been this high. I always been short-sighted, always looking to bleed. And I would go again,
Steve,
go
Steve.
again.
Rick has a question.
My attention was
Pause it.
divided. I couldn't.
sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry, could we start it from the top again? Because I really couldn't hear it when it was skipping like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. For me, it wasn't skipping. So, okay. Let's do it.
I think it was for everyone else.
Yeah, it was.
Let me, let's see. Turn on original sound or off? I should turn it off, right?
The original sound should be on.
On. Okay, that's right. Original.
And then also everybody else mute just in case it could be a feedback thing too.
Okay. All right, here we go. Is that better?
No.
Oh,
I live my life misguided. I couldn't get enough.
any suggestions, Jimmy? I'm not quite sure why this one would be.
I think it may be the way that it downloaded because when it got to the middle of the course, it smoothed out.
Oh,
Probably.
really? Oh, should I push it forward a little bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
right about there. Yeah.
Until the end. These days everything's always moving so fast that nothing's ever made to just last, to outlast, to outlast. Yeah, hold fast. I feel two worlds colliding. The emptiness exciting. Never been, never been, never been this high. Feel my cage is breaking. Feel your love is overtaking me. Never been, never been this high. I always been short-sighted, always looking to bleed. Now I go again, go again.
No,
Are
it
you
might
sure?
be.
Are you sure it's on?
Attention was divided. I couldn't get what I needed.
It's still bad?
Are you sure it's on original music or whatever the setting is? for
Yeah, yeah.
the-
Original sound is on, but it sounds like there's some kind of a weird.
It just sounds like it's totally like crushing it. I mean, it's loud. It's like -6 lefts, but -7 lefts, but I think that might be why. But it should be able to play out clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Try dropping his level, Steve, a little bit.
Okay.
No, it's still doing it.
It's strange because I don't hear any of that. It's weird.
And it says original sound for musicians on, right?
Yeah, I mean, the settings here, it says turn off original sound, so implying it's obviously
Yeah,
on,
that means it's on. Okay.
you know. It's on stereo.
Try taking it out of stereo.
Okay. Tell me if it's any better.
Oh, that's fine now. Okay,
Oh,
roll
really?
back to the beginning again.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. Okay.
It, when you've heard enough, just give me the high sign. But
Yeah.
when we
No,
get to
that's
the
good.
outro, you're pretty much yeah. Okay.
I was getting into it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I
Yeah.
I do like listening to the entire
Okay. All right.
tune just to get the
Sorry about that.
see how it builds. No, it's great.
Yeah.
So tell me a little about this, Cam. How did
Uh,
and why did you write this? What tell me about this song?
I don't know. It wasn't meditated. It just or premeditated. It just kind of came out. There might have been a couple different iterations of the song
Hmm?
over time. But I'm working on a 25 songs right now. For
Oh.
the last couple of years, this is just one of them. Um, so um, yeah, I don't know.
And why are you writing 25 songs?
Um, I didn't anticipate writing 25 songs, but the pile just kind of grew
Hmm.
as I was working on the first one, second one, third one. More songs were coming, so I just
So they built up to 25.
so I've kind of capped it, and I'm kind of like I have enough work to do with these 25 songs, so um yeah, I'm trying not to start anything else right now that's new.
Uh,
Yeah.
just
That's
because,
why it's 25.
oh, to actually start demoing them, is that the reason why you're
I mean,
capping?
they're all like right 3/4 of the way to like full, um,
Yeah, a lot of work.
record release. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you intend to do with them?
Um, I think I've released other records as whole albums. I think I'm gonna do a bunch of singles or smaller releases instead of like one big one.
Great.
Um, so I don't know. That's the idea anyway. I don't know yet.
So how can I help you on this one? What, you have any questions?
I don't know if you have any thoughts. It's kind of hard to hear it. I don't know.
No, I hear it. I like the way it builds. I like the structure of it. It's memorable. Definitely it creates a feeling, and that's that's important, as far as conveying a thought. Um, the never been gets a little repetitive in my uh, background. You might want to try maybe background singers do the, never been, and then you come in, try and build it with arrangement. Um, Maybe that's too much, but
I don't know if you can speak to this. Thank you for that. But I'm having a lot of issues with a lot of my piano samples are don't collapse to mono very well. So since we just listened to it in mono, you basically don't hear the piano part.
oh, really?
Um, and I don't know. That's been an issue for me and been trying to figure that out, sort that out.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. That'd be more the plug-in or manufacturing, or just what we always do is just check everything in mono before you do anything with it.
And
Yeah.
that's one of the things too. We did have an issue in the beginning when it was in stereo. So there's a possibility that there might be something in the way it's being mixed, possibly with,
Oh,
one of your plugins or something that's, because I remember back in the day when Elisa's first came out with their MIDI verbs. I thought, wow, this is really cool. And because back then we had to do a lot of mixes for TV and mono and stuff, when I switched into mono, all of a sudden reverb was gone. I said, what the heck? Come to find out that some of the pre-programmed reverbs in there were out of phase. It's
and
like,
that's how they
whoa,
made them seem bigger and wider. They did
yeah,
that on purpose, I think.
yeah,
Just
that's right.
those
But
guys.
it didn't work for what we were doing. So it's like, oops. And that was interesting. So there may be something in your recording software or something that is causing that problem. So you might want to investigate that a little further. Talk to other people who have the same kind of recording system and see if they're having similar problems.
Yeah, but I tell you, Sam, it sounds really great. It's great production. It's really, really cool. It moves along and presents that feeling right there. It's really cool. I just feel like by the time the first chorus happens, I've heard it, and the next chorus it needs to build, or somehow, with backgrounds doing that, and or adding ooze or something to kind of hit the never been that high, this high at the end, and try and tease them with it a little bit on that chorus. But that would just be maybe a production thing. So,
I mean, there's might be 20 tracks of background vocals, but again, I don't think we heard them very much
hmm.
um in mono. So,
Yeah.
I mean, another thing is, I mean, I've listened to this in a bunch of different formats and it plays back fine. I mean, streaming services, I don't know. For Zoom is not the best way to play back music,
Yeah, bummer. Yeah.
but yeah, okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sounds great though. Really cool. Good luck with it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to also gun for sync eventually.
Yeah, I could see that.
Um,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, next up we have Zach Ferguson. And me see here. This song is called Another Round. Zach, you want to say anything about it?
So this is kind of a departure from what I've been doing. I've been doing kind of standard vocals, alternative music, sometimes heavier, sometimes softer. But I've been really influenced by a post-rock band, Mogwai. I don't think I'm doing what they're doing, but I'm just branching away from vocals. What we do have on this track is my wife whispering. She's reading from I think it's S.E. Hutton, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure who wrote it, but it's The Outsiders. It's also a movie, and she had a copy of the book. So she just kept reading until I said, cut, and then I just pasted together a bunch of whispered vocals. And the guitars, it's kind of a mood piece. In terms of trying to, promote music, I think the only place this could really go is, in a movie or a TV show, but I have no idea how to make that happen.
But you're creating something, so that's a big thing. So that's cool. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always creating.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I can't hear the whispering very much. Is that maybe a mono stereo thing? Should I put it back on stereo?
When I submitted it for this session tonight, I took a second pass at producing some of it, and I turned down the vocals because they were kind of loud, and I was just aware of the copyright issue.
Okay.
But it's a little bit quiet overall. I don't know if you want to just turn up the whole track.
Okay.
Yeah, Stephen, go ahead and try making it stereo, because maybe this is
Okay.
different
All right.
situation.
Okay. Let me just start from the beginning again.
Well, Zach, what do you think? That's pretty cool stuff.
Oh,
Very,
thanks.
very innovative and just really dreamy and just sets you in the mood. The whispering is great as far as just creating an emotion that I don't know what my emotion is, but yeah, definitely it's like a picturesque type of feeling, and unfamiliar with uh, that style of music, but I tell you, it's very creative, very cool.
Thank you.
Um, Panning is really cool. The rhythms, the just sets you in a whole vibe. It's really cool. Great mix too.
Thanks.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I was really self-conscious of the mix. I picked this song because it's unfinished. I haven't sent it to my producer yet.
Yeah.
And then I did some production.
Yeah.
So like when listening back to it, like that twangy guitar sounds a little thin. It's like that's one thing where I wonder if you could beef that up a bit.
Well, the thing about mixing, if you like it, that's all that matters. So
Fair enough.
get to that point. So, but when it comes to, I don't know anything about the copyright situation, but that's always an issue as far as you can't just lower it and avoid, something. It is what it is. So, and the way that machines are now, they'll probably pick it up.
Mm, yeah. That's the trick is getting it past, I
Yeah.
guess, DistroKid and then all the streaming stores. So I might have to redo that.
Just write something similar, that presents the same emotion.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the things that I thought was that the high guitar sounded a lot like an auto harp, the way that you were doing it.
Oh,
And I thought that was kind of interesting. Um, yeah, it reminded me very much of the song "I'm Not in Love." What was that? Remember a long time ago, where she had that thing, big boys don't cry, big boys don't cry. It kind of goes on in the background and almost becomes like a percussive element in a sense,
Yeah.
with the ambience.
yeah, the cadence of the whispering was really cool.
Yeah.
That's probably the most important thing, is how it fits in the rhythm of the guitars. Yeah, big voice. That kind of dates us, huh?
That's funny you should say auto harp, Jimmy, because my friend in Vegas, I've been trying to get him to record for like almost a year to this song, and he was going to record auto harp. So, yeah, I guess we had the same ear for it.
Oh, that's great to be able to get the different tones out of the guitars. That's a specialty just in itself.
Thank you, Rick.
Okay, next up we have Catherine Beck. This is called When the Smoke Clears. Catherine, you want to say anything?
Well, from the title, obviously, I wrote it just about a week after the fires up in Altadena, where I have a couple of friends who lost their homes. And I was talking to one of my friends, Gail, who I've known for 30 years, and he said, I can't talk anymore, I'm going to cry. And so that prompted me that was in the second verse. But, I mean, I don't know, it could be in a movie. Somebody said it could be like A Love Lost or something. I don't know, I don't quite get that one. But it could be for some of these lawyers trying to sue everybody. And, just a clip of it. When the smoke clears, we're going to get that guy that did it, kind of thing. I don't know. But I just wrote the song, and I really felt what I was writing about the people that lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to make it optimistic, because my first draft was like, my cat died, my dog died, my house got burned down. But then I decided, no, I have to make it more optimistic. So I did put in some optimism, like all the friends that helped and called and, did whatever they could to help with the situation at hand. So that's my story.
Hey,
All right, here we go.
Let's hear it.
Please.
It's on stereo, just FYI.
When the smoke clears, it's so quiet outside, the birds stop singing, they flew off to hide. When the smoke clears and the damage is done, I hold my love in my arms, my dog's playing in the car. Don't know where we're going, but at least we're safe. And I pray all my friends get out of this place. First you cry, then you cry some more, then you pick up your heart and the pieces off the floor. When the smoke clears, I walk through the ruins where my house once stood. All the memories of love and good. Picked up a piece of paper lying on the ground. A note from an old friend said he'd soon be around. When the smoke clears, we're gonna rebuild, build it better with our love and God's will. When the smoke clears, I have so many friends, so many friends I never knew I had. And I hope you won't forget how empathy works. Try all you can to help the people in need. When the smoke clears and the damage is done, I hold my love in my arms, and I feel like I've won. When the smoke clears.
Wow.
That was what I was thinking.
Catherine, that's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, how do I place it? I would like to get it placed in a movie or a TV commercial for lawyers or whatever. I just, or just a thing for a scene in like Habitat for Humanity or something where they're rebuilding. I don't know. I just don't have any contacts. I don't know what to do with it.
well, as it is, it just sits really well the way you've performed it and the way it's played, and it's just beautiful. So
Thank you.
I would get it out there on social media. I mean, LA needs this song right now, despite placing or whatever.
Right.
It's a wonderful thought in a moment of what happened in LA. So I commend you for getting on paper the feelings of so many that
Thank you. Thank you.
that are affected. I think it speaks for itself. So I just would get it out there and see what happens.
Okay.
I think too.
Structurally, I think
I
it's
would.
great.
Yeah.
Please, go ahead.
Yeah, I would contact every news organization in town. There will be documentaries made on this fire. There will be story after story after story.
Wow.
Somebody can use this.
I never,
This is a
I never
beautiful
thought of
song, and I mean, any time you've got a story on this fire, it fits. So I mean, and it's not just this fire; it could be any for that matter.
that. Right.
But you know,
Yeah.
that's what I would do. Yeah.
And if I can make a short recommendation when you're pitching to journalists,
Okay.
write something that they're not going to ignore. You know, even if it's short, just something that's really from the heart. I've been doing a fundraising campaign for my friend in Lebanon, and so every journalist I research them and I write something that is going to be, it's just something that shows that I took time, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the lyrics are very thoughtful. They're really well put together.
Thank
Uh, I would make one suggestion. Can we throw those lyrics, Stephen, back
Oh,
up for a
sure.
second?
Let me.
On the performance,
Hmm.
um,
Let me do the screen share here.
sorry,
And, no, it's okay. Yeah. Which part?
towards the end, there's okay. Um, uh, they're all the lyrics are great. I would hate to lose any one of them, but I think that there's a way to, like at this part, when the smoke clears, I have so many friends, that you could not sing so many friends, leave some space. I knew I ever had. I think that the tune could use a little space in it, and wherever you can, maybe pull out a couple of lyrics to let the thought hang a little bit. But
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
that was my one suggestion on the performance. So
Yeah. I've just recently learned that where you have to leave space for the music
yeah, well, it also gives time to that
or to think about it.
last thought to just to hit home. So
Right.
a lot of times when there's a lot of lyrics, your thought gets lost, so, but
Mhm.
not this. I mean, I wouldn't even want to begin to suggest where, but
Okay.
lyrically, and the melody and whatever, because when the smoke clears at the beginning of the line, it's so great, and then you have all these thoughts afterwards. Anyway, that would just be a suggestion.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay. Next we have Ed Lackey. And Ed, you want to talk about your song?
I don't see Ed here.
Oh, is he not here? Oh,
No.
okay. That's odd. Okay. And there's nobody in the waiting room. Okay. There's a couple of people who are not here, and I'll play mine next because I'm the last person that's here who submitted a song.
Cameron
This
didn't
is-
submit anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, he did, but wait, he's not here.
Cameron's here.
Oh, he is? Oh, there you are. Duh. Okay. Because you said you had a back problem, and that was in my notes, and I was paying attention more to my notes than my what's in front of me. Let's play Cameron. Okay. Cameron, want to talk about your tune there?
Hey, Cameron.
Hi, Rick.
It's called "Born in No Country."
Yeah, so I'll try to keep it short. I was sitting down to write a song because I just been at Durango, and I met someone who wanted to write with me. So I was real excited to bring an idea to him, and I couldn't think of anything. So I was just thinking of that, sitting down that day to write, and I felt a lot of limitations. And so I kind of was trying to figure out the best way to write about those limitations. So I pulled out a Robert Bly poetry book, started using the poem to just get ideas, and then I ultimately just used the cadence of the poem to just write out new lyrics, basically using the cadence of the poem, and then thankfully Robert Bly's estate allowed us to use 4 of the words in the poem, which took a lot of work.
Oh, that's
I'll
great.
say. But
What a great way to do it.
so the hook of our song is the four words that I left in from the poem. It's the born in no country, and so yeah, that's the kind of the story.
Okay. Give me one moment.
Today I was alone with my worries, couldn't put my mind together. Every movement caused me so much pain, I couldn't find an ounce of pleasure. I was solitary like the sun. I wonder, am I the only one who feels naked, like there's nowhere they belong? Sometimes it feels like I was born in no country and never had a name, like I was tossed into this crazy world, no rhyme or reason to the game. And there's a part of me with no direction, a part of me that walks alone. I think we're all just wandering through this world, trying to walk ourselves back home. So I went to the only place I knew. I sat down at the piano keys. Had to keep my mind focused on something, tried to find a little moment of peace. There was a song I heard from a friend up the coast. It brought some comfort to my mind. So I played it on piano and I sang out every line. Sometimes it feels like I was born in no country, never had a name. I was tossed into this crazy world, no rhyme or reason to the game. And there's a part of me with no direction, a part of me that walks alone. I think we're all just wandering through this world, trying to walk ourselves back home. I think we're all just wandering through this world, trying to walk ourselves back home. I saw a flash of light move through the sky, and it dawned on me that I was that light. Just a traveler moving around on my, stretching out into the empty night. I make footsteps in the open air, they kiss the broken wound and heal it with tender love, as gentle as the autumn moon. Born in no country, born in no country, born in no country, born in no country.
That's brilliant. That's great. That's really, really, I love the production on it. It just, the vocals and how you come and go with the different lines and the lower vocal and the high and the, is that all you? Cameron?
It's my vocal that's been AI enhanced, so it's just for demonstration purposes.
Oh,
We're,
AI.
we're going in to produce it soon.
Oh, yeah. Impressive. So what are you using for the AI vocal? May I ask?
Yeah, that was just Suno. It was
Really?
a lot of generations to get, because most of the generations on Suno are really poor quality. But
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
So and you're able to peel out the stems and get the
usually I find that it all depends on the quality you put in usually. So like if I can get my vocal sounding pretty good, then usually the AI picks up on it, and it'll like if I input something good, then usually it comes out with something better. But sometimes I can't get anything good out of it.
So
interesting. Yeah, I like the production. It's great. So yeah, go for it. That's really tells a story and creates a mood, and that's great.
Oops.
What?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
So can I just ask that that kind of style and that kind of I guess that kind of style is that something that fits the song that has a kind of a does that like connect with the kind of theme of the song?
Well, does it connect for you? I mean, what do you feel about it? The question
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
I mean, did you accomplish what you set out to do in the demo? And because
Uh-huh.
lyrically, you've got a lot of lyrics going through, but these lyrics do create this emotion and feeling and a place and a you know a country that you're in and stylistically, yeah, of course, but totally depends. If someone's going to produce it differently, if you're giving it to someone else, they're going to take it a different direction, maybe anyway. But I mean, as long as you like it, I mean, I liked it. It's great.
On that note, can I ask a really brief question? Uh, Only if you guys have time. I don't want to take too much time.
No, please.
Okay, so when I go in to produce, can I ask, what is there one question that you can give me that I should be asking during that process of just like, how do I get it to the place where I'm communicating as a songwriter the feeling, or do you have any question that I could be asking myself during that production?
In the production process, if you're
Yeah.
going to be, well, I assume, it's guitar heavy. There's not really percussion in it at this time, and that's the direction you want it to go, right? So I would think it's as a songwriter, you have it that direction unless you're hearing something different. Are you?
Well, no, I think that the way it is definitely close to the kind of feel that I'm going for. But we had two versions of the song, so there definitely is a little bit of me that's just trying to figure out which one of those. We have more of like an indie
Oh,
folk kind of version, and we have a. I found a great singer on the East Coast who will do it, and so I'm just trying to find the right fit for her voice, and so I think this style is close, but I'm probably going to ask her some questions about where because she's a very good instrumentalist, and I think she'll have ideas for kind of just ideas for what will fit her vocal and her style.
hmm.
But I want to make sure that I'm doing that asking those questions, because I know that it's so much of it's about because you have to ask the right questions to get the right answers. Kind of like in life, it's like
Well,
yeah.
as songwriters, we do get close to our own work, and at times, well, is we would play what used to be called beat the demo. When a demo would come in and we would hear it at the first time, it's like, can you beat the demo? And songwriters that are re-recording their own work, that's kind of like the same thing. Are you going to try to beat what you've already come so close to? And that's why people are reusing their tracks. So, well, good luck on it because you can take it many different directions. I just would say you and your partner take it the direction you want it, and but this has a great feel right here. So,
Thanks, Rick. I really appreciate
congratulations!
it.
It's so great.
Thank you, thank you.
For me, the one thing that I noticed was that just having it come right after Catherine's song, man, those two songs kind of, you
Yeah.
know, because there's so many people that have that sense of I don't belong here anymore because everything's burned away, and I have no country. And like, wow, those two things coming together like that back to back, it's like quite a
Steve,
story.
did you do that on purpose? Did you?
Completely random, yeah. Okay, actually, next we have Chris Kay, who uh, wasn't, he sent a song during the meeting, and he was going to listen, but I guess decided he was going to do a song. So, Chris, when you going to talk about this one, it's called Get Well.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for letting me in there at the last minute. Very different mood. This is kind of a party jam from some chords I found on the piano and liked. I wanted to do a disco thing, kind of. I was influenced by a guy called Anderson Paak with Paak, which is kind of a modern disco thing, and I wanted to do something in that vein. And the lyrics are kind of they're a little bit darker, in contrast, it's about like if you've been kind of going down a bad path and you decide I'm gonna change it up, I'm gonna get on a good path, but there's a little part of your mind that's like, is this gonna work? So it's about that kind of feeling. Oh, and I don't know if I said this. It's got an extended vamp, so please bail at about 3 minutes or so. We don't want to subject everyone to the extended dance remix at the
But
end.
what if we start dancing?
Well, that's up to you. Maybe that'll happen.
All right. You don't want to see this.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Oops. There it is.
Cross the tracks, tighten my demons in a sack, and toss them off the bridge beneath the moon. Now I see they are there in the corners of my eyes, and crawling in the corners of my room. Sometimes I gotta wonder if I'm ever gonna get well. Learn to keep a dollar in my shoe. Sometimes I gotta wonder, will it always be a living hell? Living in a world without you. Cracked the books and I spoke the secret names that brought the clouds together with a crash. In the flames I heard the laughter of the damned and watched the cities crumble into ash. Sometimes I gotta wonder if I'm ever gonna get well. Learn to take a lie and make it true. Sometimes I gotta wonder, will it always be a living hell?
This goes on for a long time.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Well, pretty cool.
Thank you.
I tried not to dance, but my feet were shuffling over here. It's kind of like a Tom Hanks Da Vinci Code undertone going on there.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit of kind of occult stuff. Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
I had
I'd
the
like-
help of some really good rhythm section guys that I know, so they kind of brought it to life.
Yeah, it's great. Fun. Yeah. Well, structure again, it's great. It's to me, I like it. It's really great as far as the lyrics and the thought behind it and I don't think it's that dark, but pretty cool. Get well.
Yeah.
See that the first chorus again, Steven?
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to.
I like looking at lyrics.
Right. I have to find it. That's the thing. Let me see. Okay.
Or Chris, you can just.
Yeah, it's funny that first chorus, that line. Um, I wonder if I'm ever gonna get well, learn to keep $1 in my shoe. I had that. It kind of came to me, and I was like, "That's a dumb line," and I left it in. But then somebody else who I played the song for was like, "I really like that line." So
Yeah,
sometimes the ones
unique. Yeah.
yeah, the ones that kind of feel awkward maybe that's a good sign that you want to kind of hang on to that stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes it unique, and thoughts come to your brain, you put it down and it flows. Yeah. All right. Sometimes just a little bit further down there. Steven.
More.
Yeah. Pretty nice. I have, yeah, you have any questions as far as
Well, I
direction?
mean, I think that one's probably kind of done, but like as I go forward into other stuff, are there things that you think make sense to kind of lean into or lean away from in terms of kind of approaching future songs, like stuff that might be working or something like maybe I could work on and make better?
Uh, in this genre?
I don't even know what this genre is, right? It's kind of poppy, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
No, I think it's I would want to listen to it again and hear it. I think it needs a little bit better of a mix.
Hmm.
I think that the vocals could be put back just a little bit, laid back a little bit, and drums a little bit bigger, but it's kind of hard to tell over Zoom.
Right, right.
But that would be my only suggestion. Again, as an engineer, that would be the thing, is get just a little bit bigger of a mix in it, and maybe affect the vocal a little bit more and make it. Oh, I hate to date it, but something like a Tubes, back in the day, because you
Yeah,
can take it that direction, just a little more electronic and um,
kind of make the vibe kind of blend together better overall.
yeah, I think, yeah,
Cool. Yeah, I'll think about that going forward.
like
Thank
a
you.
little harmonizer on it or something, a little more. Anyway, that's just
Nice.
a mixed thing.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Anderson Paak generally goes more for like late 50s, early 60s, especially with stuff with Bruno Mars, that sort of old Motown thing. And this doesn't
Right.
have that. The guitar sample or whatever you got the guitar thing going on, I mean, that's pulled straight out of a Spandau Ballet sample.
Hmm.
I mean, that's exactly.
Yeah, that's
I
the
wouldn't be
era
surprised
that
if you,
hit me. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if you actually pulled that sample out because it's in the same key even.
Right. Like what is that song? But
True.
True. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
hadn't
it's
thought about that. It
exactly
sounds exactly
that
like
guitar
it.
sound.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
it's
I
got more of
was
an 80s kind of thing going on.
exactly. So that right away dated it for me, and I thought, well, that's pretty.
good ear, Jimmy.
And then also because I used to do a lot of dance mixes and stuff. There was a girl named Stacy Q that I helped do a lot of stuff with. And one of the things that with dance music that we did was that four on the floor is always there. The drum groove kind of softened up and chopped up a little bit more pop, which is nice, and I like that a lot. But if you're aiming for a dance crowd, you've got to remember, mindless, coked out of their mind or drunk people, they just want to hear that four on the floor all the time, regardless of what's going on. And when you listen to the dance remixes on a big 12-inch single, back in the day when we used to make those, that's exactly what happens. You get the radio version, then you get the pop version, then you get the dance mix, which is just four on the floor all the time, does not matter. So
12 minutes long.
exactly. So if you're aiming for that, that's something to consider. You got to go to the clubs. If you go to a dance club, you'll hear exactly what's going on, and what's current, and what's hip. and then think, can my song be remixed to fit whatever's going on the floor? Because I used to get so many people that would send stuff in for Stacy to do, and it wasn't dance music at all. And I'd have to explain to them, well, it's nice and it's good, but it won't translate to what's on the floor. And then I ask them, do you go to dance clubs? Well, no, but it's disco, isn't it? So, no, it's not, because you don't go to the dance clubs. You don't know what the hell's going on. And same is true for film and TV. If you don't actually watch those things, then you don't know what's really happening. And that's one of the things that's very important for placement, is that you have to know where you're aiming at, because if you don't watch those TV shows or those movies, then you have no idea. I used to try to play stuff in action movies and stuff, and I thought, how come it's not getting placed? It sounds like rock. That's not what's happening. What's really happening is, the rap stuff, the hip hop without the lyrics going on, and that's all they've got in a lot of those shows. And when you look at that, you go, wow, I thought it was, heavy metal rock sort of thing. He says, no, it's really even more basic, more mindless, more stupid. And that's why people aren't getting placed, because they're not listening to what these TV producers and the video guys want. So that's part of, the whole thing for placements and stuff. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to step
That's what I
on you.
liked about
That's
it,
awesome advice.
Chris, is that it felt like with a little tweaking, you can go right into a film or something, along that line, with a little bit of the effects on the vocal, a little bit bigger drums. And
That's great. Understanding genre sounds like is really key. That's great advice. Thanks.
Okay. Next is one of mine. This is called Something Better. Most of my songs are actually kind of mellow, but this one is not. This one is kind of born out of, let's say, personal experience with certain people I met over the years. And it's almost like a male version of an Alanis Morissette type of song.
oh,
Okay. Yeah. So here we go. It's kind of an angry song, if you will.
your hands in your pocket.
It's like I am not happy with these people kind of song. Here we go.
I ask you if you're busy. Specific day, specific time. Ambiguous, you say maybe, but you don't say why. Don't know what's going through that mind of yours. All those faces swimming inside, searching for your answer or your reasons why, and the reasons why. And at the last minute, sometimes with no word, you cancel on me, and you don't say why, and you don't say why. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. You got me waiting for so long till something better comes along. Was it for the dinners restaurants. A life that you'd never seen. Sugar daddy can't go wrong. Sugar daddy can't go wrong. And it's always an early morning after the check's been paid. Doesn't seem that late to me. It's another man getting laid. Yeah, it's another man getting laid. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. You got me waiting for so long. There's something better comes along. Yeah, I can see through you now. All those games you like to play. Using me for my money. With no side to your trade. With no side to your trade. And now it's my turn to tell you to get the hell out of here. No more free ride, honey. Your closing time is near. Your closing time is here. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. You got me waiting for so long. There's something better comes along. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. Yeah, you're just keeping me around. You got me waiting for so long. There's something better comes along.
Even it's time to get out of that house. I guess, right?
These are what you call single experiences, right? You know, you meet people who are, you know, what do you call it? Obviously using you, you know. But we've all run across somebody like that somewhere, sometime in our life, probably.
Yeah. Well, what else are you thinking during that? What in the production and all this? So it's a lot of work into this one.
Yeah.
I can definitely tell. Performances on the instruments and the vocals and the
Yeah, the producer I used, Nashville Tracks. I mean, the guitar player he found to play that lead was just incredible. I mean, it's a great lead guitar solo in the middle there. And in terms of where to put it, I mean, I always try to do film TV placements, and frankly, it just comes down to reading the description of the placement and saying, does this fit or not? And
right.
You know how it is. You never know. And you know, so I'll submit it to various places, and it hasn't been placed yet, but you know, you just keep trying. That's all you can do.
Yeah, and have fun along the way, because you know that's the whole point is,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to be creative enough to write, like everyone here in this Zoom room, you know, it's just amazing to be able to put things down and get them to a presentable format, no matter if it's mono or stereo.
Yeah, right,
But
right.
the lyrics definitely get the point across. And I think, like you said, it was a good example to use Alanis for that, because that's what she does, is a lot of syllables and lyrics to tell the story, which is like that genre. The style of music, what I would think for it is I would want to have more mystery to the lyrics. So like
Okay.
right now, the way I'm hearing it is you're explaining every thought to me. And
Well, I've
I
had
would
that.
love
Go
to
on.
have them more nuanced as far as
Right.
I don't know how to explain it.
I've had this comment before. Yeah, somebody, the way they put it was, it's too much on the nose. In other words, hitting the head on, rather, like you said, rather than being subtle, or yeah.
Yeah, there's a way that you could not necessarily edit, but reword, get the same thought across. It would be a little less
Abrasive.
well, it would maybe sing a little bit better,
Okay.
but it would also add that mystery, but say the same thing.
Gotcha.
So but I can't give you an example at the top of my head.
Okay.
Right.
Well, like
But
somebody
no,
else was saying,
but it's really cool, as far as I love the melody in the thing, and then switching it up to the falsetto at the choruses are really cool up there. Really singing a great stuff.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Those are my vocals. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, Steve actually does it. He's got that Steve Winwood thing down.
Yeah.
So I love that. Yeah. That's interesting that came out of Travis's thing, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. He wouldn't tell me who the guitar player was. It's one of those. Well, he's a session player. He's pretty well known. He's played in a lot of stuff. So I think it's one of those things you didn't want to,
Well, I don't
whatever.
know.
People want to be discreet or something. When they're doing tracks for Travis, I guess. I don't know.
We got to do that to one live, man. I'll be happy to play that for you.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that one though. That was really fun.
Thank you. So there's two more now. Neither of these folks are here. I don't know if you have the time or not, or you want to deal with it.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We do know both of them, and they're regulars, and so. First one is a fellow named Joe Lindstrom, and let's see, let me get his song up here. Get the lyrics up.
And what's the song?
The title of this one is called Fool's Gold. And let me see.
We should have played it yesterday.
Yeah, really.
I've been up a time and I've been down a spell. Rolled the dice, left it to fade. Gave that wheel a spin, and I have gone all in, knowing I should have walked away. But I have held on tight to a dead man's hand, tried to buy my way into the promised land. I got nothing left but an empty chest, searching for that pot of fool's gold. Took my chances, the days go flying by, waiting for my luck to change. I have played the cards, and I have played the fool. Why watching it all go down the drain. And I have lost way more than I've ever won. Went through every chip until the morning sun. I got nothing left but an empty chest, searching for that pot of fool's gold. I chased the queen of diamonds along with the ace of spades. I didn't miss a single town if there was money to be made. And whenever I came up short, I'd swear that was the last time. But I'd stay all night until I was down to my last dime. And the dealer's never done if you wanna stay, 'cause there's always one more card to play. I once heard that when they rolled that stone away, there was nothing there at all but an empty grave. And I couldn't help but think, if I've been there, would I've bet on the man to be in that cave. When I hear those bells ringing, I do feel some regret, but I take my chances every chance I get. I got nothing left but a heartless chest, searching for that pot of fool's gold. Just an endless search for that fool's gold.
Hey, Joe. Searching for that fool's gold. Nice tune. Nice melody. I think I can sing it after the first chorus, which is important. A good melody and good little hook at the end there. Pretty cool. Is that Joe singing?
That
Do
I
you know?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I'm not
Do
sure.
we know what Joe's doing with this? Is this for placement or for himself, or do you know?
I would assume placement. He's got a full-time job as a software guy, so
Ah.
yeah.
Well, doing pretty good at songwriting. All
Yeah.
right. Anyway, I think it's great. It's really good structure, great melody, great little hook at the end there. Tells a little story, and I could definitely see it in a film. I could definitely see someone singing it as well.
All right.
What do you all think?
Um,
Come on, Jimmy.
Actually, I like it the way it is. Definitely traditional country.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
picking and grinning in the background there.
yeah, it's one of those things where I don't think it needs necessarily placement in film and TV. It's very good as it is as an artist song.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was asking. What is he doing with it? Yeah.
yeah, hopefully find something going on with that. That's one of the things that I've found with, especially with Kulaks, putting the stuff out there and getting it on video so that people can see it and hear it the way that it is in its raw form. As long as you got a good video on there, stuff can happen. And there's a couple guys that have come through Kulaks that have actually made real videos. And just like the old days of MTV, where you have a music video that tells a story along with the music, that really catches a lot of people's attention. And quite often that can catch the attention of a music supervisor who will say, hey, that scene is very similar to what I think I want in my movie or TV show. And that helps pick it up right away as well. So that's something
Yeah, and that's a great place to be able to be in as far as singer-songwriter, songwriting, to be able to present it, to be able to write and present it here or there is a great art to be able to do. It's great. Fools
yeah,
go.
Lots of song pluggers in Nashville for that one, yeah. Okay, last one up is Ed Lackey. And Ed's a regular. I don't know why he didn't make it tonight. You never know. Maybe somebody tried to punch in and I didn't see them or something in terms of attendance. But anyway, this one's called Commercial Accident. And let me cue it up here.
Sunshine streaming through the clouds, reach another day. Building standing empty, not a sound along the way. Drifting smell of mankind, rising up from decay. The breeze is blowing softly, and it seems to say, it's just another commercial accident. Forgive us for what we do. It's all in the name of progress. A better life for me and you. The rain is gently misting, falling to the ground, coming from the stratosphere, bringing radiation down. Dioxin is arising, seeping from the ground. Now I must ask you, how much longer we won't be around? Just another commercial accident. Forgive us for what we do. It's all in the name of progress. A better life for me and you. Their only God is money. Greed is their cry. So why must we keep on dying? So the money falls from the sky.
Well, okay then. There you go. There's a lot to that one. Ed, what are you thinking there? There's a lot going on.
He had played this at
Behind the
SongNet. He said it was after Bhopal, if you remember that accident over in India, that
Oh,
chemical accident. Yeah,
yeah,
it was a long time ago. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, well, it applies to a lot that's going on still.
sure. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of thought going on. I don't know about the actual crafting of the melody with the track. I'm having a little bit of a hard time following the two put together. So I would say we need to work a little bit on the meshing of the two, because they seem to be fighting each other a little bit. But maybe that's the point, and I'm that's what it's supposed to do. So I would be my question for Ed is how does that work for you? You know, as far as the melody, the lyrics, and the backing track along with it. Well done. I like the point behind it as well. So there you go,
All right.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Ed brings in a lot of stuff like that, and it's interesting because what he plays live at our showcase is entirely different, but it's still very cool.
Yeah.
He's an older guy too, and he's really gotten quite good at putting these things together like that with various software and things. So
Yeah, it's quite a thing. I mean, it's a lot to listen to in one setting, without
yeah,
making it easy.
and it's a lot to learn too. Especially at our age where we're getting a little bit not necessarily older, but I should say more like technically challenged sometimes.
Oh, you're not kidding.
But it's all good, and I'm excited about that too. That's one of the things that I've been doing a lot of myself is looking for artists. In fact, I did that thing with Catherine not too long ago. Well, it's been a year now, and hopefully we'll get back to that really soon. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, so what do you think overall, Rick?
I think it was really exciting, really fun. The different genres and the styles, and few things kind of moved me quite a bit. So it's very, very wonderful experience. Thank you for having me. Really good.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you're definitely a voice and an ear that we don't get a chance to get from everybody every day, and it's exciting to be able to hear.
Definitely a ear. I don't know what kind of one, but
yeah,
pretty cool though. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm real excited about all the things going on, and once again, happy birthday, man.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah, so it's his birthday tomorrow, just to let you know. And I definitely owe you lunch next week. Make that happen.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions? Kenji, you should unmute and say hello at least.
Oh my goodness.
Hello. There you
go. Hey, Kenji, you got any songs? Let's go. Let's go.
No.
You can sing live.
Yeah.
Like me. Feeling.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a great tracks today. Really, I enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, interesting. It's time to time, I hear really great stuff, and it's off and on I hear not great stuff. But today it's pretty high quality day throughout the night. Yeah, you guys great. You did a great job, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great to be able to hear all these thoughtful tunes, and just demoing them is
right. Yeah.
Crazy now. Great.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's out there, is that because of all the different software and things that are out there, you can put together a reasonably produced package. And it's demo is not really a word anymore, really.
There's no demo.
Right.
No, demo doesn't exist.
Yep.
One comment. I don't know if anybody else got this who's on YouTube, but I got a note from the YouTube boys a couple weeks ago that said, would you like to opt in and have your music used for us to, create our models with? And I'm thinking, these mother effers. Can you imagine the audacity? It's like, yeah, you don't want to pay me for it, but you want me to opt in, so my stuff's, going to be in your database, for your large language models, for your AI. It's like, they still want to get everything for free, And I thought that was pretty disgusting from an artist perspective.
Yeah,
How did it-
they never been to the record store,
Yeah, right.
you
yeah.
know.
How did the message come through? Was it an email or was it a?
I was just going through my my songs and just looking up my statistics because I've got like 30 songs on YouTube, and it was just one of those things that came up, and I'm thinking to myself, this is really, a slap in the face,
Interesting.
I mean, they don't say they're going to compensate you for anything. They just, oh, would you like to opt in? Which sounds very, like, you can opt in for an ad, or something, like on cookies and such. But I thought it was pretty sneaky. Anyway, this is now the world we live in, right?
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming, Rick.
Thank you for coming
Thanks,
out
Rick.
and
Thanks,
for
Rick.
taking
I
the time.
really
Yeah.
feel like I learned a lot tonight. Thank you all. I'll be thinking about this for a while.
All right. And so our next event is Showcase coming up on the 16th, right? Right, Steve?
Weeks from tonight.
Yeah, 2 weeks from tonight.
Today's
So
the
that's
second, so
in-person
16th,
showcase
right.
at the Urban Homestead. So hopefully, we'll see you guys there. And I don't have our next guest speaker confirmed yet, but we will have another guest speaker coming up beginning of May. So until then, have a good one and catch you guys later. Thanks again, Rick, and good night.
Adios.
Good night.
Good night now.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Steven.